Dr. Sharad Kumar, Assistant Professor, Department of Wildlife Sciences, Aligarh Muslim University. In spite of knowing that sustainable development is imperative to ensure long-term well-being of living organisms, we are involved in various activities leading to unsustainability. So it is important to understand the ways that promote the sustainable development. In this lecture, I shall be discussing various ways to achieve sustainable development. So let's understand what is the need of to know the ways of sustainable development. Achieving sustainable development is a multifaceted process, so it needs the involvement of government, organization, companies, and people. It is a very complex issue and needs the involvement of every section of the society. Means we need the involvement of various sectors of our society to achieve the sustainable development. The journey towards a sustainable future is paved various strategies from harnessing the power of the wind and the sun to the silent revolution happening in our own backyard through waste reduction and recycling. In a world where we need for sustainable development has become increasingly urgent, embracing responsible practices is crucial. Ways of sustainable development encompass a spectrum from individual choices to collective action, from the food on our plates to the power in our grids, and from the voice of advocacy to the silent dignity of conservation. Together, they sketch a roadmap for a balanced coexistence with our environment, outlining a future where economic growth, environmental health, and social equity are in harmony. Understanding what are the ways to achieve this sustainable development and how we can contribute is essential to become the part of solution. Important ways to achieve sustainable development where individual, communities, and societies can contribute include adoption of renewable energy, reduce waste production, management of water resources, construction of green building, use of sustainable transport, promotion of sustainable agriculture, advocacy for sustainable policies, education and awareness about sustainable development, etc. Let's discuss these various strategies one by one. Adoption of renewable energy. Transition from fossil fuel to renewable energy sources such as solar, wind, thermal, and hydroelectric power is an important step in achieving the sustainable development. It is vital for mitigation of global warming and climate change by significantly reducing greenhouse gas emissions and reducing the utilization of various other natural resources. Solar power use sun energy, utilizing photovoltaic cells to convert sunlight into electricity and heat. Wind energy use natural force of wind for generation of electricity through turbines. Thermal power use difference in temperature to produce electricity. Hydroelectric power use the energy from flowing water to produce electricity and to run floor mills. These all are available continuously without having impact on environment. Adopting these renewable energy alternative reduce the environmental impact associated with fossil fuels extraction and combustion by reducing dependence on non-renewable and environmentally harmful energy resources such as coal, petrol, diesel, and integrating renewable energy sources will help in achieving a clear and greener future. It also helps in aligning with global effort to mitigate climate change, ensuring a more resilient and sustainable planet for current and future generations. Adopting water resources management. Water resources management is the process of planning, developing, and managing water resources across all water uses to ensure the availability of sufficient fresh water for current and future generation. Effective water resource management is very important step to have sustainable development. Promoting rainwater harvesting, watershed management, reuse of water, and reducing the use of water help in ensuring the availability of water for posterity for everyone. Let's understand what is rainwater harvesting. Rainwater harvesting involves of increasing groundwater recharge and storing rainwater for human use. This can be done by constructing rainwater harvesting structure like rooftop rainwater harvesting system in our houses, dug wells in our agricultural fields, percolation pits in our agricultural fields and wasteland, ponds in our agricultural field and on community lands, check dams in the small water rivers, field ones, etc. Implementation of rainwater harvesting practices help in reducing runoff loss of water, flooding of roads, groundwater contamination, and recharge the groundwater level and to provide the water in leach season. So it will ensure the availability of water to everyone round the year so that each and everyone meet the demand of their need of water to live sustainable life. Watershed, watershed management. Let's discuss first what is the watershed management. It is the process of designing and implementing land use and water management practices to protect and improve the quality of water within a watershed. And also understand what is watershed. Watershed is a geographical area from which water drains under gravity to a common drainage channel. Watershed management has very important role in sustainable development as it affects agriculture productivity, water supply for irrigation and other purposes and maintaining groundwater level, sedimentation of water bodies, soil erosion, vegetation growth, flood and drought. Thus, implementation of watershed management practices is very important to achieve the goals of sustainable development. Retaining rainwater on land surface for a longer time, increasing the amount of entering the soil, and this can be done by the watershed management of a particular area. Some of the effective practices of watershed management are contour bunding or graded bunding, check dams and gully control structures, land leveling and land smoothing, bench terracing, farm ponds, percolation ponds, afforestation and agroforestry, contour farming and strip cropping, waterways, divergent drains, and construction of small ponds in our agriculture fields. Reuse of water. It is the collection of water from variety of sources, then treat it and use it for beneficial purposes such as irrigation and industrial processes. As there is a scarcity of fresh water and groundwater level is going down continuously, adoption of these practices of water use reuse can help in water conservation and ensuring the availability of sufficient safe water for each and every section of the society. In our houses, we can use grey water and water left after the washing of vegetable and other food items, etc., to water our lawns or to wash baranda or to wash the cars and motorcycle. By simply adopting such practices, we can ensure the conservation of the water in our houses. So, by making these slight change in our day-to-day life practices, we can contribute towards the conservation of water. Use of sustainable transportation. Excess use of vehicles is leading to degradation of environment and posing challenge to sustainable development. So promotion of use of public transport, use of electric vehicles, cycling and walking for short distances and other practices such as carpooling plays an important role in reducing air pollution and lessening dependence on vehicles running with fossil fuels. Through the utilization of sustainable transport, people and communities help in improving air qualities, reducing greenhouse gas emissions, and fostering a healthier environment for current and future generations. Use of public transport system are important for reducing individual carbon footprint through providing more efficient means of transportation that accommodate a larger number of people using fewer vehicles and in turn leads to decreasing traffic congestion and emission. Cycling and walking for short distances promote physical health and contribute to a cleaner environment by having zero emission. So, by promoting the sustainable transport, we are also ensuring a healthy society in our world. Adoption of reduce, reuse, and recycle and waste reduction, reduce use of resources. Adopting practices of reducing utilization of resources and waste is essential to have sustainable development as overconsumption of resources and production of large amount of waste is a big threat to sustainable development. We can reduce use of natural resources by using energy efficient appliances in our houses. For example, use of CFLs in place of traditional bulb, 5-star rated air conditioner, refrigerators, etc. in place of 2 or 3 star. By using these appliances, you minimize the exploitation of natural resources such as electricity, gas, and water, among others. Using energy efficiently help the conservation of these resources and their availability for future generation. It will also help in availability of these resources for each and everyone from our society. So it ensure the equal distribution of resources to the various sections of the society. Waste reduction. We can significantly decrease our impact on environment through adopting a waste reduction approaches such as reuse, recycling, composting, and purchasing products with minimal packaging. Recycling materials such as polythene, paper, glass, and metal decrease volume of waste sent to landfill and conserve resources by turning used item into new product. In addition to this, reusing items and composting organic waste minimize landfill contributions and help in maintaining the fertility of soil. It also helps in saving natural resources used for manufacturing these items and in total it helps in the conservation of natural resources. Supporting sustainable agriculture. Supporting sustainable agriculture includes adoption of local and organic farming practices by farmers and favoring these farmers and their produces by the people. By promoting the farmer doing organic farming, we can reduce the utilization of harmful chemicals, pesticides, insecticides, and herbicides in agriculture. which in turn not only benefit our environment but also increase the nutritional quality of our food products. The adoption of sustainable agriculture helps in the conservation of ecosystem and natural resources and leads to more resilient and harmonious relationship of agriculture with nature. It also reduces the pollution caused due to the manufacturing of chemical fertilizers, pesticides, insecticides, and herbicides. Adoption of organic farming help in mitigation of land pollution, water pollution, increasing soil fertility, and moisture retention capacity of soil. By shifting from chemical fertilizers, insecticides, pesticides, and herbicides to organic farming practices, we can help in conservation of diverse ecosystem and biodiversity. Organic farming also help in the conservation of various microorganisms found in soil which died because of application of chemical fertilizers, insecticides, and pesticides. It also helps in conservation of various bird species feeding on insect as it stops the contamination of the food chain, which is a leading threat to the various predator species found in the ecosystems. Adoption of sustainable farming also reduces pressure on water resources through avoiding intensification of agriculture that leads to desertification. It promotes the sustainable use of land resources and help in the sustainable development of our society. Promoting sustainable construction. Sustainable construction is the construction of buildings using recyclable and renewable material and minimizing energy use and waste production. Sustainable construction is important for sustainable development as it helps in energy conservation, decreasing impact of building construction, reducing waste production, and upgradation of indoor air quality. By decreasing our use of natural resources and decreasing waste production, promotion of sustainable construction help in achievement of sustainable development. So construction of the green buildings is a help in the conservation of the natural resources and in turn it help in the sustainable development. Following techniques are often used to construct sustainable buildings. Utilization of active and passive solar energy strategies. Active solar energy makes use of solar panels that absorb sunlight and convert it into heat and electricity. Passive solar energy make use of sun's rays to heat dwellings by rigorously putting windows and indoor materials. It permits solar energy to flow in and heat the house, which minimize the use of electricity for heating the buildings. Use of biodegradable products in construction reduces its impact on environment. Use of traditional material in construction of building add to the development of waste products and hazardous synthetic compounds that require numerous years to decompose. Use of bamboo, lumber, plant structure, antiquated lino, and natural paints help in preservation of environmental degradation due to construction activities. Cool roofs are used to repeat heat and sunlight eliminated from the structure. By limiting heat assimilation and warmth emittance, it helps in keeping up with customary space temperature in homes and structure. Cool rooftops utilize intelligent coatings and XSplit tiles that retain less heat and create the heft of electric energy, bringing summer temperature by up to down 50 degrees Celsius. Cool rooftops, moreover, utilize downsized dependence on air conditioner and subsequently energy utilization, promoting lower added substances gas discharge from power plants. Use of locally available eco-friendly material for construction of building help in the conservation of natural resources. It also decreases the use of natural resources in transportation of material from the distance places. Utilization of water efficiency technologies such as twin pipes, grey water use, rainwater harvesting system, and protection installations. These methods ensure that water is accurately overseen, reused, and utilized for non compact capacities like auto clothing and washroom flushing. Supporting biodiversity conservation. Conservation of biodiversity is necessary for maintaining the delicate balance of our planet, protecting and restoring ecosystem. Forests and water bodies are fundamental to maintaining biodiversity and safeguarding natural resources. Ecosystems are the intricate network that support life from the tiniest microorganism to the largest animal. By conserving these ecosystems, we protect the diverse species within them, ensuring their survival and nature birds' resilience. By supporting biodiversity conservation, we can help in the conservation of all the natural resources and life supporting system of the planet Earth. Without supporting the life supporting systems of the Earth, we cannot ensure the sustainable development of our society. So, supporting biodiversity conservation is essential for achieving the goals of the sustainable development. Forests, often termed as the lungs of the earth, and they play an important role in combating climate change and global warming by absorbing carbon dioxide and storing this carbon dioxide into the plant tissues. Their preservation helps to stabilize the global climate and support countless species. Similarly, our water bodies, such as rivers, lakes, and oceans, are also providing habitat for numerous aquatic species, and they are serving as source of fresh water, crucial for both ecosystem and human life. By advocating for the conservation of biodiversity, we contribute to the well-being of our planet and future generation. It is not merely about protecting environment, but also recognizing the intrinsic value of diverse ecosystems and their services for all life on earth. So by understanding the value of our biodiversity conservation, we can play very important role in the conservation of the biological diversity, which leads to the sustainable development of our society. Promote ethical consumerism. Exploitation of natural resources by companies is a big challenge for the sustainable development, as companies are often involved in unethical practices of manufacturing of goods. To achieve the goal of sustainable development, we should purchase eco-friendly and sustainably sourced products. So while purchasing products, we should try to find out the information about the companies manufacturing the products and try to support those businesses that prioritize sustainability in their operation and supply chain. So instead of buying the products blindly, we should try to find out the all the information about the companies and only use those products which have very low impact on our environment and the nature resources. Or you can say that the products which are less detrimental to the ecosystem of our planets. Educate and raise awareness. To achieve the desired goals of sustainable development, it is necessary that everyone participate in implementation of strategies of sustainable development. To ensure the participation of all sections of society, it is crucial that people have awareness about the issues of sustainable development. As until and unless people has the awareness about the issues of sustainable development and ways to contribute in the sustainable development, they are not able to participate in the programs of the sustainable development. We need the programs aiming at the creation of mass awareness, informing and engaging communities about the importance of sustainable living, foster understanding and collective action among the various people. Education on environmental issues and sustainable practices is a key to achieve goals of sustainable development. So, various organizations, government, societies should work to create mass awareness about the issues and ways to achieve sustainable development. All means, such as print and digital, should be used to create awareness about the sustainable development. In addition to this, all means such as storytelling, poster competition, etc., should be used to create awareness among the people. Empower women and girls. Women and girls are very important stakeholders of our society. Therefore, providing them equal status and rights is necessary for having sustainable development of society. Women and girls are facing gender inequality in many countries of world and do not have equal access to job opportunities, education and healthcare, which is a challenge to achieve social stability. Ensuring gender equality and providing women and girls access to education and healthcare can lead to more sustainable communities and growth. Governments, institutions, and societies should work to implement schemes to promote gender equality and to sensitize people about benefit of it so that the various sections of the society participate in ensuring the equal rights to women and girls in all the every parts of the world. Invest in innovation. There is a dire need to find out the innovative technologies and practices for reducing the impact of human development on environment. To find out these technologies and practices, we need to conduct the research which required financial support. Sometimes it is very difficult to manage the fund to conduct the research on sustainable development issues. Therefore, by supporting research and people doing research for the innovation in sustainable development technologies and practices, we can help in achieving the sustainable development of the nation. Advocate for responsible policies. Formulation and adoption of policies for sustainable development by both government and companies is essential for sustainable development. Therefore, pressuring government and businesses to frame and adopt sustainable policies, including emission reduction, proper waste management, use of renewable energy, and environmental conservation, help in achievement of sustainable development. So we should all advocate for the policies which are ensuring the sustainable development of the nation. So we conclude that the discussed way offer a blueprint for individual communities and government to work towards sustainable development. Small changes in our daily habits or day-to-day life and larger initiative at the policy level can profoundly impact the creation of a more sustainable future for generation to come. The choices we make today will shape the world we live in tomorrow. By adopting these ways, we can contribute to a more balanced and sustainable planet. Thank you with the hope that you participate in the activities aiming to achieve the sustainable development of our society and our nation. Thank you once again.